everybody, it is Cinnamon Cooney, your art Sherpa, and I have a guest today.
Hi everyone. How's everybody doing today? I'm not the art Sherpa, but I am Ian, the Kilter Crafter, and I'm so happy to be here.
On the mic today, helping guide us through this wonderful, crazy, friend-visiting adventure art journey is my husband, John.
Hey guys.
He's going to be chasing us cats with cameras.
We're going to be chasing cats today.
We're going to be chasing cats. We are going to be painting together, in theory, this wonderful sunset picture. I got this from Paint My Photo. I love it. Love the site. Whole bunch of stuff in the description today. You go down into the description. You're going to find all kinds of useful links, information, materials, and also a couple other things, which I'm just going to get done right off the bat. Which is, if you would like to meet us for brunch, Ian has decided we're going to meet you guys for brunch. Tell me, Ian.
Yummy brunch foodness. We're going to be having brunch tomorrow, which is Sunday the 17th of January.
2016.
2016, yes, thank you. We're going to be having brunch at Barnaby's Cafe, and there's several here, and I don't know which one.
West Gray, it's in the description.
It's in the description. It's all down there, and if you want to come meet us, please come meet us, because we're hoping we're not going to show up to the restaurant and there's going to be like no one there. How embarrassing would that be? That would be embarrassing.
It would be embarrassing, but here's the deal. We know we did this last minute, and several of you were like, if you had just given us any warning, we would have come. We didn't know that until we got the messages, but now we know, and so we'll make sure that we do another thing with ample warning. But we'll be periscoping it and everything. We're going to be sharing it. We're going to be going to the Contemporary Craft after. Also in the description is a contest. Please tell me that's not storm noises.
What was that?
Oh, no.
Oh, my gosh.
We have a storm. It's an
We
storm.
have such a storm.
We have a storm.
Wow.
We have a giveaway. If we make it long enough. Do you have your giveaway thing? Ian, hold up your giveaway
I
thing.
will hold up my giveaway
We're
thing.
going to be giving away this.
This thing, which is the 1, 2, 3 punch board, so you can make your own envelopes, boxes, and bows, which is pretty amazing.
It is.
Yes,
And I don't know anything about that, but I trust Ian. Also, we're going to be giving away some of this I'll Be Washing You. You can see the glitter. You can see all the colors, the hand-wrapped I'll Be Washing You soap. This is made from a friend of mine on Etsy. Her link is also in the description if you're like, oh, I just got to have a bar of that. Smells amazing, Ian can tell you. And a package of Ebony Splendor wonderful natural brushes. This is the Superior Multi-Filament Hair Brushes. They don't have a name for this collection, but it's a little bit smaller, a little bit detailed. Stuff you might not necessarily get yourself that you'd enjoy. How do you win that? It is a pay it forward Oh, wait, Ian, how do you win it?
Craziness. So it's a pay it forward type of thing. You are going to list your favorite YouTube channel other than myself or Cinnamon, because we already know you love us, guys. So you're going to list your favorite other creative YouTube channel down in the comments below. I like doing the finger wiggle thing. So you're going to do that down in the comments below. And when are we going to pick a winner? I don't even think about that.
10 days from now.
10 days from now. Good idea. 10 days from now, we will pick a winner. How about that?
10 days from now. 10 days from published date, we're going to pick a winner. I'll put that date in the description now that we've just decided it.
It just happened magically.
Oh my goodness. So post this after the show is over in the comments. I use a random comment picker that picks them. So you have to, have posted another YouTube channel that you love. Guess what? It can be your YouTube channel. That doesn't offend anybody here at all. If you're like, I love my YouTube channel.
Mm-hmm. I love mine.
I love mine. So if you love that, it could be anybody, just somebody else besides us. Pay it for it. Because YouTube, it's hard to find great content. And if you guys have found somebody, I'm going to reward you. Ian's going to reward you for paying it forward.
It's kind of awesome.
All right.
An awesome giveaway, I think.
If you're brand new here, we teach painting. You wouldn't know that from anything that's happened, which may be why we have the cliff drop off in 5 minutes. Hang in. We teach painting, and we teach every step of it. I paint a thing, you paint a thing, I paint a thing, you paint a thing, and we do it pretty quickly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
And we have a good time while we're doing it. Lots of laughing. We have a special sippy today, which I'm going to finally enjoy.
We do have sippy in my TARDIS cup and in her Exterminate cup.
Well, it's Exterminate Doctor Who cup. I got this as heart mail.
I'm gonna come over here and I'm gonna adjust your lights up there, Cinnamon.
What?
Huh? What's happening? What's happening? Stunt hands.
We just look around.
We're like, what?
There's really only one person in the studio that knows how to run the channel.
It's not me. Definitely
It's also not me.
That thunder was very interesting.
So
though.
really good sunset punch you made.
It is good sunset punch. And it has
I'm loving it.
beautiful
Colors.
sunset colors
It's
to it.
perfect for this. We always do some wishes and some shout outs at the beginning of our show. If you're not into wishes or shout outs, you're welcome to just skip, but I do think it's one of the most beautiful segments in our show. It's like one of my favorite parts. My first wish I'd like to send out is to Brandy, that just peace, love, and happiness come to her family. And then we have a shout out to Little Brush Kimberly. Hi, Kimberly. Did I do that right?
Yep.
Okay.
It is Kimberly. Kimberly, she's 10, I believe.
Is she?
She's 10 years old. So a little 10-year-old brush.
All right. John, do you have any more?
Yeah, we have a wish from Angela about, let's see here. On the next show, she wanted to see if we can get a wish out for her grandmother. She's battling breast cancer right now and going through chemotherapy. So we'd really like to get she'd really like some good vibes sent out to her. And let's see here. We have a wish for Brandy for some.
We did Brandy.
You got the Brandy one there.
Yep.
And there was a shout out for somebody who's watching with their mom, Beth. Do you see that?
Yep, that was, and yes. Oh, we're dope. That was, you got me all mixed
It's in your
up.
it's in your text.
Yep, it's got to scroll back up there. There's it says here's a wish send out for Beth, and it didn't. And you just had to make sure we had one in there. It didn't have you don't have content there though.
It's up.
I'll scroll up there in a minute.
All right. Well, Beth is watching with her mom, and she wants us to shout it out. And clearly, we've totally. It's sort of like a shout, stumble, fall.
I have too many buttons to push today.
Poor John. Sorry, John.
No, it's okay.
It's a lot going on.
But we have a happy birthday for a 78th birthday
Oh, wow.
to Cindy's dad.
Nice.
Would you like to take the happy
Yes,
birthday to Cindy's dad? Ian is going to send that wish out. I'm a sippy.
Happy 78th birthday.
Oh no, let Ian wish I sippy privately. That's really good.
Aha.
And
And the punch is amazing. and
And
under all these lights.
And the lights.
We're going to send out a wish for Carol and for Kim's, I believe, dear husband. She used an initial DH, so I'm assuming.
What's the wish?
Well, the wish is for him to be cancer-free.
Oh gosh, that's really a wish I have for my whole community. I would, if I could wish for anything in the universe, everyone who watches the show just to be cancer-free.
Mm-hmm.
Whole world, actually. Let's go for whole world cancer-free.
Well, after the week that we all had with David Bowie and then
Yeah.
everything else, oof.
Let's wish for a cancer-free week for the world. It's
And-
time to get those nanotech robots going, guys.
Oh, yeah. One more. Good wish. We have a wish for a safe delivery of a baby for Amber. We like babies coming. So let's have a wish for happy, safe delivery for Amber and all of the upcoming babies. 'Cause that's a wish for babies. We all like that.
Oh, and I want to wish Kim, she's getting closer to her wedding, so we're still wishing
Oh,
her
yeah.
happy wedding.
Huh.
All right. How are we doing? We good?
I think that's pretty good. We go on. We have a wish for less stress. We have a wish for happiness and peace, and there's a lot of wishes for good stream and no thunder.
Okay, good stream. Definitely up there with that wish, right?
But we have a lot of our light keepers out there, and they're going to help capture those wishes and put them in all of the canvases, all the ones that we miss. So
Yeah.
we appreciate that.
If you see a wish that speaks to you, you're absolutely allowed. Put that in your canvas. I use watercolor pencils because graphite pencils will seep up through my canvas and stain my paint. So I use watercolor pencils. You could use kids' chalk. You could also write a wish very permanently in the back of your stretcher bars. Messages too.
and
It's a nice thing to do.
we got that wish in there for Carol there too. So
Did we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
So-
appreciate that.
We have that good. Today I'm painting with, I'm going to be doing a lot of Simply Simmons today. So I've got some synthetic Teflon fiber brushes, and I have, you know, my old faithful beat up brush, and then of course I have disabled brush. This brush has been battered and hurt in every conceivable way, but I love it deeply. It's just a little messed up. You can get these at painting parties. Is a place, whatever happens in a painting party destroys brushes completely and makes them perfect for clouds. So if you have a sip and paint in your area, go see and hit them up to see if any of the brushes they're throwing out they're willing to give to you.
Oh, that's a good idea.
And then get your cloud brush collection up. You have some of those too over there.
I do. I have a beat up brush. I have a beat up little brushy.
He's a street brush. He went and got in it. Just don't know what's going on. You know, you get a friend over and you act goofy is what it is. I don't want to get comments.
We're going to have lots of fun going through the comments.
So today I am still testing out the wet palette wetting spray, the palette wetting spray by Liquitex. I usually just use misting with water, but I'm just trying this out to see how that goes. One of the things that you can do with this, if you're having trouble with your blending, is you can prime your canvas with this to get it wet, but it won't break down your acrylic paint. You won't get underbinding. I haven't really tested that like enough to say, hey, let's jump into that right now, except in my own big canvases. So
as long as you don't wet
might
your
test
plants
it on
with
Ian. You want to test it on Ian?
Don't wet my plants with it.
You might want to cover your drink.
Oh.
Like, move your drinks out of the way, 'cause I'm pretty sure. Just a little moisture on your canvas, and we'll see how that does you. That might help you blend.
Okay.
Ian's going to let us know if he likes that.
I'll let you know if I like that.
Ian is our tester. So today I'm painting acrylic paint. I have the colors. They're in the description, but I have cadmium orange, cadmium yellow medium, titanium white, cad red medium, dioxazine purple, and I do have black. I'm doing these Artist Loft carbon black fluid paint. And the reason I'm doing this is this helps me get fine detail lines. It's already fluid for me. And this is only $1. So I'm like, at $1, I feel like, you know, what the hey? I won't enjoy that.
I could deal with $1.
You can deal with $1. So I'm going to take a little of my small smidge of my cad red here. You may need to watch the monitor here.
I'm trying to figure out which brush you're using.
Oh, I am using my big, wide, bright.
Okay.
I don't know if you can see the paint on that. My big, wide, bright. This is a nice square. This is 1 inch. This particular one is a number 10 Simply Simmons. I was online.
Just the orange, or did you mix that?
I put a little cad red into that.
Okay.
I don't mix them together. I just pick both of them up. I don't know if you can see that on the cam there. And then I let them blend on the canvas. Want them to be streaky together on the canvas. How is your palette wetting spray working?
Well, I don't know a difference. I don't know what
I will try it. I'll let you guys know if I see any difference. The thing about this, and I talked about this with Angela Anderson, is it clogs really bad. So you're constantly just trying to get it to stop doing that. So I'm going to let you guys know. The idea would be I wouldn't have to thin my paint with water, so I'm going to try that. So I'm keeping my brush strokes very horizontal. And I'm trying to go back and forth. I'm trying to cover all my canvas. This is my first layer of paint. My goal is to cover all the white of my canvas underneath. I'm not really, maybe a little bit of a difference, but not like a big honking difference here. So I'm not saying run out and buy palette wetting spray. But again, I think that this might be how, you know, how thickly you apply it. I've seen some plein air painters using this on their canvas directly to deal with the issues of plein air, and I thought it might help us in our own struggles at home. But I
feel like I'm struggling here. I can't get that good coverage you're getting.
Yeah, I'm seeing that. So what I'm going to say, I'm going to come over and visit Ian if that's okay, and I'm going to show him the trick to getting my good coverage.
What did I do wrong?
Okay. So what I'm going to suggest is you get your brush wet. You can come and pick up a bead. See about that much.
Oh, okay.
Show up on the. Show me. We can't see it. Oh, we can see. What are you showing him? Oh, you're getting a lot more paint.
How to load his brush.
You got a lot more paint.
And then you're going to just come straight across. See how much?
We can't see.
Right. And if it starts, I'm having trouble with my level.
Well, we can't see.
I'm going to get it right there.
See, you just blocked the camera.
I'm sorry.
Butt cam.
No, it's just the back of her head.
Okay. So this is the load I'm showing Ian. I'm moistening the brush for him. Tell me if that's better.
So much better. Oh my gosh.
Okay, good.
Okay, that makes so much more sense now.
So that's sort of the difference when you
Okay.
get to see me in person, is like I can be like right there, like, is the brush too dry? Is there not
Helps.
enough paint? What's happening? Because sometimes in our own home, in our own practice, it's so hard to know how close we are. You know? So I'm picking up my red, just moistening my brush enough to pick up my paint. This is why your acrylic brush is important, because being able to get this bead, you have to have a stiff enough brush to pick up the paint.
Gotcha.
We're going to talk about this in the next big art quest, which is the brushes, and we're going to talk about what you want out of a good acrylic brush. Not necessarily the most expensive brush you can buy either, I can tell you from experience. I'm sure the most expensive brush you can buy company is annoyed right now.
How dare you not talk good
This
about a photo?
background that I'm doing, I'm just picking up a lot of the orange, a little bit of the cad red, and I'm going back and forth, and you can see this gives me this sort of very shifty sunset. Can I see that, John?
It tilts the other way. More. Oh yeah.
Okay. So I can see that?
Yep.
Okay. So that's kind of what you're looking for. So pick up the orange. Can you see that on the palette cam?
Yep.
I'm going to go pick up the red a little bit. See that on the palette cam?
Mm-hmm.
Not blending. I'm blending on the canvas. If I need to wet my brush, like if I'm putting the paint out, I don't want to drip.
Oh.
That'll happen. But sometimes if I'm putting the paint out, if I notice I'm dry, I'll grab a little bit of water. But you can get a drip. But since I'm doing this kind of background, that ain't a big deal.
Well, you can even it out if you get a drip, right?
I wouldn't want one in the middle of a portrait painting.
Oh, well, yeah, true.
But in the middle of getting your first layer of background in,
Yeah.
not such a big deal.
So, a friend of mine from Jamaica is watching today.
Is he?
Yeah.
Did he decide to come?
Yeah, Jocko
Ooh,
is
awesome.
watching, and he's tuned in with us today. And he says that he thinks that you should come out to the island and paint on the beaches and the sunsets there.
I so agree with you, and I bet my whole community agrees. Wouldn't you love me just to go live on an island and just paint the sunset every day?
Well, Jamaica's like I think it's only like a couple hour flight from Houston. Yeah, we could just like jump on out there.
Just homeschool the kids and go.
We just go out there and paint a beach or two.
I'm just saying, who wouldn't love that? I would watch that painting show. I would so watch the heck out of that painting show.
Jump on a cruise ship.
Yeah.
Go do that.
Yeah, I want to.
The Sherpa cruise.
The Sherpa cruise.
Sherpa cruise.
I would love to paint a beach.
Okay,
Yeah.
I feel like I'm using up my orange like way too fast.
No, you're not using up your orange way too fast. They give you some more orange.
Okay, good.
Because here's the deal. I have tubes. So here's something I'd like to talk about because it's happening to people at home.
Uh-oh.
I don't want you to feel weird about it. I'm just
Okay.
going to show it
Where'd you
because I
go?
feel like this is a good chance to show people at home what might be happening.
Do it.
Okay. Can we see it here, John?
Yeah.
Do you guys see these patches where the white
Oh yeah, little dots.
is showing through? So what this isn't that Ian can't paint or follow instructions at all. But he's probably feeling like that a little bit. Are you feeling like that a
Yeah,
little bit?
a
Like
little bit.
what's happening? What this is that the coating on this canvas, even though it's pre-coated and pre-gessoed, right, is not taking the paint nicely. It's fighting back. And if you think about when you put water on something that's really plastic, it does this. So what you might do is wet your brush, pick up a little more orange, a little more red, and just come back in these spots, and you'll find that it will get, see, you
Into
can,
those crevices.
yeah, and then just smooth it out.
Ah.
It's not you, it really is the canvas. If you happen to be painting a $30 Fredericks right now, you're probably not having this problem, but most of you probably did not think $30 for one canvas was reasonable.
Not me.
Right? And you
Oops.
might have just skipped doing that. So I think I left my orange over with you.
Yes,
So
you
we're
did.
sharing paint today. So when I'm with a group, a lot of what we're doing is just identifying those moments. Most of what I do is identify that it isn't really you, it's the paint, the canvas, or the brushes.
Huh.
Like if your brush were really soft and over absorbing water, it would give you a whole bunch of problems. If your canvas, and let's be honest, most of us are buying inexpensive canvases,
Because that's all I can afford.
Right? And if you want to go ahead and buy that gesso and sand, you can improve your surface. You know. But that may not be feasible. Sometimes board is just easier to deal with. There is a canvas board surface prep I'm researching right now. I'm testing out.
Mm-hmm.
And if it is good as I think it is, I may show it on the show. But I have to verify that it's true.
I keep looking up at your canvas. And I'm like, oh my gosh, she's a quarter of the way down.
You
and I'm
can
not
do that
even
on your screen, Cinnamon.
What?
You can pull up that on your screen.
Okay. So I'm got that bead there.
Hmm.
I'm just trying to show like where I'm at before I come grab the red.
That's great.
You know, and then there's the red. And that's how I'm getting this little streakage, that first layer of streakage. Right? Mostly when you're trying to paint this type of sunset, you would actually try to piece in like a puzzle these reds and these oranges. And that's what would give you frustration. And why it works for oil artists is since the stuff doesn't dry, they'll be like, oh, I'll put some reds here and here and here, and then I'm going to put some oranges, then I'm going to take the big brush and blend them together. And they're like, oh, that really, really worked. It's just as acrylic painters, we have to take this step. Because our paint works a little bit differently. And if you were doing this in watercolor, well, you wouldn't paint this painting like this at all. Not even a little bit would the painting be done in this order. If you're following me with watercolor, this is not how you do this painting. I wish sometime somebody had suggested to me in a comment that I do a painting with another YouTuber. I know I'm not going to say that YouTuber's name because I'm not trying to like gangster them into a collaboration, but where they do it in one media and I do it in another media, right? So we can show this it's a different process getting it done.
Mm-hmm.
Are you talking about me?
No, I'm not. And it's a good
okay.
friend, and I'm sure they would say yes, but I just, because we haven't had a message back and forth or a conversation, I'm being polite. You know, you just come over to your friend's house and kick in the door. It's just kind of rude. It would be weird. You want to get permission first. Not without permission.
I think I might need some more orange pretty soon.
That is okay, because you know what? I have a lot of orange. I have a lot.
That's good, because I may use up more than you expected.
No. I just put it out when you need it. I'm going to need a little orange. See, it's just,
Okay, good.
it's like $3 of orange. This is a $3 of orange painting.
Is that similar to the hoots? This is a
Yes.
3-hoot painting?
This is 3 hoot. Well, I have that now on the channel. I've actually
you?
broken up playlists
Ah,
into 1 hoot, 2 hoot, and 3 hoot.
nice.
Because even though some of my more complicated paintings, like the dragon or the lion, might not seem like beginner paintings, they are. They're just intermediate beginner. You know. And so I've broken that up into, you know, just as a guideline, because people can do the paintings in any order they want. I just thought, you know, good information. This be harder than that.
This be harder.
This be harder than that.
And we're pirates.
And we're pirates. Let's be painting pirates today. I'm a terrible pirate. Arr!
Yeah, I'm gonna need more orange, please.
Okay.
And maybe some more red, too.
I'm happy to give you more orange and more red, even though you're painting real CAD today. One place that you can save money is on your cadmium paints. Liquitex Basics Artist Loft has all of these in hue, and it will save you a lot of money.
Ah, drippy, 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 no drippy. Thank you.
But you gotta admit, even that right there is awfully pretty.
It is gorgeous. I really love it.
Where are
You can frame it at Hobby Lobby.
I can.
Because we used a 16 by 20 canvas, and that is a way to save money on framing, is use standard sizes.
Oh, clever.
Right? If you always paint in standard sizes 8 by 10, 11 by 14, 16 by 20, 30 by 40, chances are that either at Hobby Lobby or even on resale, you can get a great frame.
Now,
Lots of ugly paintings in a great frame.
I haven't really had a chance to say, but I just saw a bunch of our friends out there. I saw May out there. I
Hey!
see Mona out there.
Hey, are you entering the contest? Pay it forward.
But I mean, we have a bunch of friends that have joined us out there. You know, Mark, of course, all of our wonderful moderators.
Mhm.
You know, Maricha, Kim,
Hey, Maricha.
Maricha.
Jane.
Maricha
scroll
is
through-
our hero.
see
We
Flame
love her
Gremlins
very
out
much
there.
today.
Bonnie. Man, there's just so many people. It's over 210 right now. So
Oh,
there's
wow.
over 210 people with us right now. Just
What?
so, yeah.
Hanging out with Ian and Cinnamon.
What?
What?
That's awesome.
I love his what? What?
What?
Wow.
Sippy sippy.
Sippy sippy.
So I'm pushing all the different buttons here.
You gotta come hang out with me, May May, in the studio. Come visit. It's a good sippy sippy time.
Mm-hmm. May would have a blast.
Mm-hmm. She would have a super, super good time.
Uh-huh.
She's got a very special guest coming up on her show soon.
Who?
Lindsay the Frugal Crafter.
Awesome. I love her.
I think that's going to be a really good This Crafty Life Live.
That is.
You can find out when that is. You can click May May's name.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't know who she is, when you should. She's so funny. Click her name. She's got a YouTube channel, and she and her friend Melody Lane do This Crafty Life Live. And Melody Lane's been out at something called the CHA show, which Ian knows really well because he's a crafter.
Mm-hmm.
I do. I know very much about that.
CHA show.
It's the sippy sippies.
Well, I
Yes.
bet there's some sippy sippy. Did you see that rhinestone car? I'm just deviating
I
here, but
know. Can you believe that car? That was so
They
crazy.
rhinestoned an entire car. I'm like, John, look at this. Look at this. Look at this. I want it. I want it. Can we rhinestone my car? Can we get that tool? And I'll just sit out there every day and I'll just do like 5 rows.
Just rhinestone your car.
It'll be
5
like
rows each day.
rhinestone fungus as it grows over the car.
Well, and then Melody Lane and Crafts by Two has been out at Disneyland,
Disneyland.
and they've been Disneying it up.
They have
out
with
there.
their periscopes of smosting. They're smosting at this point. I love Melody Lane and Crafts by Two, but at this point, guys, you're smosting. It's just too good of a trip.
It's true. It's true.
I'm trying to send you light and love, but I'm kind of turning the corner. I'm so jealous.
I don't know what smosting is.
Smosting is social media boasting.
Oh, I didn't know that. See, you learn stuff.
There's
every
only
day.
so many fabulous trip photos your friends can take.
It's periscopes.
I'm just like, I'm here now, but I can't watch because I'm just dying. But that parade is awesome.
It is. Oh my gosh, some of the videos from that parade. And being a lighting designer, I'm always like, lights! Must have lights! I'm sorry, I'm trying to catch up.
No,
I'm
this is
catching up.
social painting.
Oh,
That's
okay.
what you do.
Okay.
This is what you do in social painting. You get with your friends. This is how you do this at home.
Oh.
You get with your friends and your family members, and you get these little canvases out, and you get a step-by-step book, or you put on a video of me on or one of the other YouTubers, and you grab your sippy sippy, whether that's chamomile tea or this fabulous punch that Ian made.
Yeah, it's a good punch.
Whatever it is, and you watch it and you paint and you laugh, and I'm telling you, whatever's going on in your week, you're going to put it down, you're going to let it go, and it's going to go away.
And then there's a ritual that once everyone's at this point, they all stop and stare at the one guy who's slowest painting.
All of YouTube is looking at you.
Everyone is looking at me right
We're
now.
all watching you right now, Ian. Waiting for you.
This is a little creepy. I gotta.
He's so funny. Are you painting your edges?
Yes, I'm on the bottom here. I
Oh,
couldn't get
okay.
to the bottom.
Well, because the lip on that. I
Yeah.
love that easel, but that easel has that weird little lip.
It has a big lip.
It has a lip.
It does.
Yeah.
It's a big
It's
lip.
giving me lip.
It's giving his easel is giving him lip. So these are. He snorts. Oh my god, it's brilliant. Ooh, and he can't stop. I can't. He's wearing a Dalek hat.
My coworkers love me because they'll say something funny and they're like, "Oh, that was a 3-snort one."
we got like a 15 snorter out of Ian today.
We're not even close to being
And
done
you know
either.
what? Sweetie, that's
Okay.
on camera forever. We could make a GIF out of that.
Will-
And probably
do.
will.
Please do.
I've been wanting to make a GIF, as you guys know. If you've chatted with me online, you know I love a GIF.
They're awesome.
They're so good.
I sometimes text in GIFs alone. That's all I do.
I do too. It's like GIF smoke signals. I'm like, this adorable little cat and this guy puking rainbows totally explains how I feel right now.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
That's exactly how it works for me, too.
Did you see the sloth sucking in nachos?
What?
It's the best GIF I've ever seen.
No, I haven't seen that one.
Okay, please don't thumb me down because I'm talking about something else for 2 seconds. He's catching up on painting. There's this GIF on Facebook of this sloth on the nacho plate, and it's sleeping and it's snoring, and there's this bag of nachos, and it's in the cosmos. It sort of turtles all the way down, and there's like nachos just flying into him, and it is the most awesome GIF on the internet right now.
That's amazing.
Whoever made it, you are a genius. You are an art genius, and I'm so impressed. All right, you cut it?
I think so.
All right, I have to dry your canvas. Mine's dry because you took a while.
She makes me feel guilty about taking a while.
This is the other part of fun part of social painting simulations, when especially if you do it at home with your friends, is you can grief them. It's totally allowed. Smack talk in art is allowed as long as it's loving.
It is.
It has to be loving, but it's allowed.
It's true. Oh, I missed a little bit at the top there too. Oh well, that's fine.
But you can paint it when it's dry too, right? It's acrylic paint. I'm gonna turn on my thing.
She's gonna do that.
Right. It works.
Nice sippy sippy.
Get Ian over there. Just silliness here in the studios today. Just silliness.
So you can tell when your acrylic painting is dry because it won't be shiny anymore. It'll be slightly flat. Acrylic painting, they like you to be able to pick your own finish. So that's what all those gels and mediums are for. And we're going to cover that in the big art quest.
Awesome. Is that the pears?
Pears. Yes, that's what the pears are about. That's the beginning of the quest. It's your first level boss.
I can't get it back on. There. Okay.
Are you okay?
I think so.
It's not really there.
No.
I'm about to trip over my cable.
Don't do that.
Only if we get it on camera.
Send it into America's Funniest Videos. She'll end up there.
Ian did.
Good.
Oh, because we said that on the Periscope, but you guys don't know this. Ian was on America's Funniest Home Videos.
Right, that was on the Periscope. See, you should follow us both on Periscope.
Yeah.
Because we're kind of amazing.
I'm going to give you some chalk, Ian.
Okay.
Now, I didn't think about this till right now.
That you need
That's
chalk.
like plans.
So I'm going to give you some advice, but Ian and I are going to wing it. I do have a compass. You could tape your little chalk to a compass. You can trace around a plate, or you can freehand it with some chalk. How do you feel about your circles today? Do you need a compass?
Yeah.
It's inside that case.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come over about 4 fingers from the edge, and I'm going to make a little mark because I want a little space between my big, beautiful sun. And I'm going to say that I'm going to come down to about 1/3 of the canvas down here and make a little mark just so I know where to stop. And I'm going to give myself a nice, big, round circle. I'm doing this in chalk because I can take this off with water and a damp cloth. After everything is dry. You do want everything to be dry. But before you varnish, because if you varnish your chalk is forevers.
Sounds like a magical spell. Varnish.
Varnish.
Sorry, random.
Varnioso. Sorry. You made me dork it up on camera.
I did.
And then you snorted.
I did. Where are we doing this at? At the top. Okay.
Okay, so just give yourself, put your hand up and make a little mark and say that's your breaking point. Come down to about the 3rd way point and make a mark and say that's your breaks.
Right there.
You don't want to go past that.
Okay.
Did you get the chalk actually loaded into the compass?
Kind of.
Work it out. Like Tim Gunn would say, make it work.
Make it work. And then make a circle off of that.
Yeah.
This one's okay. All right.
Okay. It may not be a good compass. I just bought the thing. I didn't guarantee a good
Small.
compass. I could give you a plate.
No, maybe. No, I'm gonna do this.
You're gonna do it. You're gonna just freehand it in.
I'm gonna freehand it.
Look, the good news is atmospherically suns will often be like. I think John is getting Ian a plate because he's feeling so bad for.
I can grab the plate, yeah.
Did John disappear?
He got him.
Oh no, he's still there.
I got you. Hold on.
You want him to get you a plate?
No, I'm good.
You're
I
good?
can do this.
This is the other fun part
do
of
it.
social painting is watching your friend go, oh my god, I gotta get a circle.
Let's watch.
It's so fun.
You seriously like? Oh
Yeah,
gosh.
let's watch Ian work out the circle because this is like you guys at home, right? You're like, Circles are egg-shaped.
Circles have flat edges.
All right, we're gonna go with that. All
So
right.
you can work it out. Just keep drawing the circle until you
Here's
get
a
to,
little trick that you can do.
It's just chalk. So
One thing that you can do is try to give yourself an X that it has the same lengths. And then that constrains your boundary sizes. So if you were to say, I have an X here, and I have you can even, try to do that. Sometimes that'll help you. A lot of times it's just a visual guide is what you need. So probably that needs to go out just a little further. Maybe a little further here. Now try to use that as a guide just to sort of round out your circle.
Okay.
Feed your circle, plump it up.
Okay, all right. Hey, I bet some of you at home
Are doing
have-
exactly having the same moment.
have the same problem that I
Plates
do.
Oh, yeah.
are acceptable solutions. I have grabbed a pot lid, a plate, all kinds of things. There's some great videos on how to freehand a perfect circle out there on YouTube. So you're not alone. There's a solution. I'm just goofing with my friend Ian, so he gets what he gets and he doesn't get upset.
I
going
signed up
to-
for this when I came in.
He did. I told him, I'm not even going to help you because I want it to be like, wash your brush out really, really good. Get all the orange and red out.
Washy, 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 washy,
And
washy.
wipe it off on your towel. All right, now I'm going to, with just my slightly damp brush, I'm going to pick up a bunch of white in just a smidge, do you see this where it's just the tip of my corner here?
Uh-huh.
Here you guys, you see it too. Just the tip of my corner here. Because I just want a little bit of this yellow here. I'm going to paint in this very bright, and you guys have seen this. I grew up, I was born in Aspen, but I grew up in California. And I guess I'm just giving out enough information to steal my identity.
You already gave out your address.
I'm coming around the edge. I'm just fleshing in my sun here, and I'm just doing this nice. I'm not worried about covering up, like, actually all the orange underneath, interestingly enough.
What?
No, look at this. Some of the oranges, like, I'm going to be painting it in.
Oh.
But this is like it's not a palette knife painting, but it has some stuff akin to it. This is the last in our current little sunset series that we're working on. Right? Don't get your sun too yellow. You want it more white than yellow.
Is that like never eat yellow snow?
No. Never eat yellow snow is like its own rule. Now I'm just grabbing just white because I have enough yellow on my brush. And it's going to keep tinting my white. I just want a tinted white. If I have a spot of too much yellow on there, I will brush it out. John is still with us, switching the camera. What is the community saying, John?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, it is crazy. Everybody's loving this, and it's they think it's pretty funny that they got you guys in here just goofing off and chatting away. So
It's one of those ones, you got to come live sometimes.
Please tell me somebody is sympathizing with me too as I do this.
I'm sure they are.
Oh, that was very yellow. Oops. Well, that was
So,
very
yeah.
yellow.
Okay, just rinse out your brush and wipe it on your towel. And just grab white and just keep working it.
Work it good.
Work it good. You're going to go through most of your white. I'm probably going to have to come give you some more white.
Okay, cool.
And I'm even going to come show you some tips and tricks over there.
Okay.
How's that sound?
Oh, I thought we were just going around the edge. Okay, go all the way in.
Yes, we're going to fill this all in this way. These brush strokes are rounded and they are directional. In other words, I'm following the curve of my sun. But they're also very rough and brutalist and, not refined.
Mine are going to be more egg-shaped, but okay.
Egg-shaped brush strokes. He's like, I have an inner egg shape that I want to paint about. It's in my soul, this egg shape.
Oh my gosh, we need to...
And I
you need
gotta
to
let
do
it out. Sorry.
Sherpa the musical.
Sherpa the musical.
Painting Sherpa the musical.
I have a dream that I can paint. I know it's true. This is never going to be a singing channel. That's going to have to be produced by other people for sure.
Coming to a theater near you.
I suspect that the next piece of equipment I'm going to get is an auto tuner.
Oh, I would
Yes.
so love an auto tuner. I'm going to come over and help Ian.
Because I need help.
Okay, so you have too much moisture on your brush.
Okay, I have too much. Okay.
So let's wipe it off on the towel.
Okay.
And you're going to grab just white. See how we've loaded it on
Now,
Ian's brush.
Are you using mixing white or titanium white?
Titanium white.
Titanium white. Okay.
And I'm going to just
You're going to paint right there where we can't
lightly.
see it. Yeah. Oh, there you go.
Okay, I'm going to come behind here
You can
and
do-
show you again. See, I'm just loading it like that. You could grab just a titch of yellow right there.
Okay.
See, this is how the Sherpa paints on her head.
See how that's going?
Ah.
And it's just a little streakier. Let me give you some more white.
Okay. Yes, please.
And let's see if we can do this. We gonna do it.
So his brush was too dry,
Wet.
too wet.
Mm-hmm. Mine
Too
was
wet.
too wet.
Okay.
So I'm gonna load it up for you one time.
Can you pick up his canvas there and see that? I'm not sure.
Ooh,
There you go.
disastrous.
It's just waiting to happen. Can we see it?
Yeah.
All right. All right. All right. All right.
See.
Okay. 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 Try this.
Okay.
So another thing is you're going back.
Uh huh.
So one thing you might try,
Uh huh.
right, because you're going back over your brush strokes,
Uh-huh.
is taking strokes
Oh.
and not
Okay.
going back, because when you go back, you blend out your stroke and you lose the texture and the
Gotcha.
expression that you put in there.
Gotcha. Okay.
So it's something
I can
fun
do
you
this.
can do.
I can do this.
Yeah. Look at
Yeah.
you go.
Ah.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Look at that. Okay.
And then you can come the other way if you want to do a downward round. Yeah. And then you can do a half that way. How's that going?
Okay.
Don't we all think Ian's doing really good? Ian really doesn't paint.
I don't.
He's a brilliant card maker and a brilliant crafter, but you have not built up a lot of painting skills yet. He's some very good marker skills.
What?
Don't you do Copics on your cards?
Sometimes, but I'm still learning at Copics because Copics are hard sometimes.
Oh, they're Copics?
Yeah.
At $44 a little package, I don't care what they are.
Copics, whatever. Whatever.
Apparently, I'm just banging on the marker
No,
people today.
I've always heard Copics.
It's
I've
probably,
always-
you know what, I wouldn't know. Again, I went, because so when I saw it all over YouTube, I was like, oh, what's that? I was like, that looks exciting. And then I got to the little locked case at Michael's with that little padlock, because apparently people just steal
them.
markers.
Yes.
And I was like, what's with that? And then I saw the price and I was like, oh, that's why they're stealing them. I'd steal them too.
They're expensive.
Seriously, where does that ink come from? The moon? I mean,
A magic fairy's dust.
yeah. I mean, the harvesting for this ink must be insane.
Ooh, I got a glob.
That's Michael Harding prices, guys. But Michael Harding oils can't make mud, all I'm saying.
It could be precision. It's just the precision of those markers. Very
It's
precise.
something about the
I'm kind
alcohol.
of looking at the Windsor knit and brush ones with the pigments.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I trust Windsor.
I honestly prefer my alcohol more in my drinks than in my markers. But
There you go. It may also be that when I came up through school, it was Prismacolor,
Oh, yeah.
right? But that hex chart, do you see those little charts they'll have to keep? Like, I'm into making my color charts and like mixing them and everything, but I barely can get through. I got a square and I got to find a square. If it was like a D&D map of colors, I would not be able to chart that thing.
It's difficult. It is very difficult
I'm
to
so
try.
dyslexic.
Well, and especially with how many Copic colors there, Copic, whatever.
You're
colors
probably
that there
right.
are.
I am probably wrong on the
I
marker
know.
thing.
Maybe our YouTube community can tell us
YouTube is so generous with this information.
the definite answers of yes, it is Copic or Copic or whatever.
Well, they've already put up with me not being able to see quinacridone for like ever.
What?
I couldn't say the word quinacridone to like.
What is that?
That's a color of paint. There's a quinacridone colors. They came out around the 19th century, 1900s to replace a bunch of old traditional paints with higher, brighter pigments.
Gotcha.
Now you know. The more you know.
It's like
Look at you. Look at his. Look. Okay, I'm gonna show you off. So I'm gonna
Okay.
show. This used to be my favorite thing to do at parties and stuff like that. Show this. Look at how Ian's doing. Can we see it?
Yeah, no, it looks really good.
Ian is doing really good. He is hanging in there, man. He
Yeah.
is
Try.
dealing.
I'm trying. I'm hanging in there.
I got to dry your painting.
Oh, okay.
I got to dry
'Cause
both
I
of
put
our.
too much on, didn't
I got to dry both of our paintings. So I'm gonna have that moment.
Dry
You guys
'em.
chat.
Oh, yeah? Like you just watch Ian do a silly dance. That could be crazy, I guess. It's a hill for Cinnamon painting. Now he's sipping. And she's drying. And wow. What I'll say is, thank you guys for tuning in, I really appreciate it. You guys have, there's like 240 people out here hanging out with us right now. And I'm going to see if I can close that down. 240 people out here hanging out with us right now. Wow. Thank you guys for coming. And really appreciate it if you guys take time to share, comment, like, subscribe, all that kind of fun stuff for the social media. We really do appreciate that. And I don't know what Ian's out there doing. Hopefully Cinnamon will finish up her. But yeah, thanks you guys for hanging in and tuning in with us. And if you do paint these paintings, please post them up on our Facebook page. Go out onto our website. You can check that out. I'm not exactly sure what they're doing out there today. But we'll get back to the silliness now. Let's see if we can pull them back in. What are you guys doing out there? You checking your hat?
What about my hat?
You fixing
I
your hat?
took it off because it's hot in here.
Yeah?
Maybe because I sippy too much.
Woo! Got my Sherpa workout today. I'm going to hand this back to you carefully.
Okie-dokie.
All right. Get a little paint on my finger.
Don't smudge your painting.
A lot of times on this painting, the key thing that you really need to pull this off is that the layers each be dry so that you can get the effects on each one. So it's nice when this layer is wet into wet, but you wouldn't want this to be wet with this going on top of it. Because then what you'd have is a peach sun.
Mm-hmm.
And that would not be what you were going for. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to start painting in my clouds.
Yeah.
And I'm going to paint in my cloud shapes first. I'm going to get some just bright yellow.
Bright yellow.
Bright yellow.
Same brush.
Same brush, but have it rinsed out and dried out on your towel.
Okay.
Because you don't want this to be too wet.
Looks like soup.
Yeah, you would not want soup. Soup would be the wrong consistency. So here we go. Here's my load. And I'm going to come in here and let's see if I can really, I'm going to do this because we don't have the up-close camera today. And tell me if this is good for you to see it too. I'm going to be making these sort of little up, down. I might even switch to, what I sometimes do with the bright is switch to its little corner here. Can you guys see how I'm...
Yeah.
The little corner of the brush. Trying to break up this pattern. Then I'll switch to this thing and come back to my corner. I'm making a little tendril of a cloud right here in this bright pigmented yellow. Can we all see that?
Yeah.
I'm like, there's no up-close camera. Painting cannot be taught. No.
I stole the up-close camera today.
So are you seeing that, Ian?
Think so?
Okay, so I'm switching. I'm on my corner of my brush, and I'm just dabbing. I sort of just dab up and down, and I'm moving the paint. And I want a rough, right, kind of thing. And then I'm going to maybe take it on the edge, back and forth soft, and get level with that one, because that's a little tendril. Clouds tend to have some levelness sometimes on the bottom because of the way the air currents work. So when you're trying to do clouds, that can be something that helps you. Just let them be a little bit level on the bottom. Scrumble this back here. And I've got just one more little tendril I'm going to put in. Just coming in front of this little sun, layering out. It's not as refined as its buddies.
Are they all connected, or are you separating?
Yeah, they're all connected. There's this big little cloud bit. We've got 3 layers we're putting here. Can you see that little weird shape? Set of weird shapes? Yeah, that's what we're doing. Weird little set of shapes.
Okay.
Weird little set of shapes. Weird little set of shapes.
Mine looks like an alligator.
You can. And just, you know, have one be longer and one shorter. You want to vary up the lengths. Because if you think about clouds, have you ever seen them where they're like all lined up in a nice orderly... Of course you did.
Yeah.
But mostly, do they line up or are they crazy people?
They're crazy.
They're crazy people.
They're crazy.
The crazy people, clouds. Just don't listen to nobody. Just do what they want.
What
like
is
they're up in the sky being clouds.
Like the cool row ones whenever you have the cold fronts coming.
Yeah.
Here in Texas, I don't
Yeah.
know about anywhere else across the country or the world. We get these like cool column cloud formations that are, anyways.
Yes.
Shut up now.
No, he's totally right. Because there's always that one tree that has to like have a big lump in the middle. There's that one cloud that's got to like. But when you lay on the ground and really look at the clouds. I don't know if you've done that since you were a kid. If you're a little brush, you probably know. You're like, yeah, that's a completely valid thing to do with my afternoon. What do you?
Kimberly probably has.
Kimberly has totally laid on the ground recently and looked at clouds. High five, Kimberly. But you, if you are in a place without fire ants, if you live where there are not fire ants.
Fire ants. Here in Texas.
I'm not encouraging you to lay on the ground with fire ants.
No.
You lay on top of a picnic table or some elevated position safe from the little scavengers of death. It's just, they are. They're just like running around like all this kind of like, I'm in the fire ant. I'm all mad. I'm looking for something to bite. Oh, you.
Something like that?
I feel better now that that sculpture pours molten metal into fire ant mounds. But if you don't have a bucket of 3,000 degree metal to pour into their mound, you might want to get up above. Anyways, fire ant tips aside, you lay on whatever is safe, your rooftop, your picnic blanket, wherever you're safe, and just look at the clouds for a minute and imagine their densities. How would you paint them? Would you use mixing white because it's translucent? Would you mix a little Dioxazine Purple in with the yellow to gray out that shadow? Are they brighter on the top and shadowed at the bottom? If you just took out that they were clouds that you could fly through, what are the tones, right? What are the tones? What shades of gray are in the cloud? All right. I'm just saying.
Is that right?
I'm just taking advantage of the fact that Ian has taken a minute to paint his clouds.
I don't know if I did my clouds right. Do my clouds look right?
I think they look okay.
There's no right cloud. It's not like the cloud police are going to come.
Knocking on the door. We're here
Your
for the
clouds
clouds.
have upset us. All right. The next fun thing you're going to do, you're going to rinse out your brush really, 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 really well. I would love you to grab some Just Cad Red. And my load on this, if you see me, I go pull, pull, and then I flip. And I go pull, pull. And what this does is this gives me a double bead on my brush. So a lot of times I have a one-sided bead, but this time I'm going to have a double bead.
Ooh.
Do you see my double bead? And that's Cad Red. Orange.
You said red.
Then Ian caught me.
I
Guys,
swear
I
she
meant
said
orange.
red.
He's probably right.
I swear she said red.
I could have said red. And Ian is here to save you. But what you want is the orange with a double bead. So see how I pulled a double bead?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So pull, flip.
Pull. Yeah, now you got it.
Okay.
Now, I'm going to do the Jackie Chan. Do you know Jackie Chan?
Not personally.
All right, have you seen a Jackie Chan movie?
Yes.
So you know and we've been training since the Drinking Monkey is a unstable martial arts. Everyone who's taken Drinking Monkey, this is your technique. Own it. You got this.
So how big is that brush you were using on the background?
On the background?
Yeah.
I've been using this the whole time. All right, so here's the deal, and we're going to talk about this on brushes. This is a Simply Simmons number 10. I believe this is the short handle, but it isn't labeled because the long handle bristles look too long. I'm working on researching this. Going to go to the materials show and find it out definitively. There may be two brush.
So how big is
quests.
it? Is it 1 inch?
It's a 1 inch.
It's a 1 inch brush.
1 inch brush.
Okay.
So it's a 1 inch brush, 1 inch wide. If you found it in a store, the flick on this one, you would never use this for eye makeup. It's too stiff for eye makeup, but it wouldn't clean the rust off your car. All right, I'm gonna plant myself. I've got my brush flat. My brush is flat and coming towards the canvas. I got my double edge here. And I'm going to plant from my shoulder, and I'm going to do a zigzag. Can you see the zigzag on the screen, Ian?
Uh-huh.
And I'm just coming in and making some bright little orange reflections. Come down here a little diagonal. Oh, this part of the sky is just a little brighter orange. This is just a nice thing that you can do with your bright paint. And then maybe that one goes across. This is just going to be nice when we put the clouds in. This gives us another layer of tonality. You want it. You want this layer of tonality. You don't know you do, but you do. And I'm going to come here, using my double bead. And the reason you do double bead is when you start to run out of paint, you can flip your brush.
Ah.
And then you're not having to go back to your palette so quickly. Trick is I'm not going diagonal. Everything has these nice level bits. Look at that. And that's how I get those reflections in. How you doing? You're doing really good.
Is that right?
You're doing it. You're breaking it up. You're Jackie Chaning it. People won't even know what happened up on your canvas. They'll be like, what? What?
What's she doing over there?
I think I went a little too thick right there, but oh well.
Okay. All right, it happens. Just keep it level.
How far?
You can do some nice, like I did some nice long streaks across here.
I see.
Just stretch those streaks out. Just open up your body and stretch them out. Just stretch them out. Take a deep breath. Let it out. Let in the good.
Everybody's cheering out here for you, Ian. They think you're doing great.
Okay,
Let out the bad. It's just a painting. Right? It's not like with a Cricut where precision matters.
It's true. It's very true.
Look at that. You mess up something on that, it ain't coming out.
Yeah,
Your card ain't folding.
You mess it up on the Cricut, it eats it.
It really does. That machine eats paper.
It does. It does. It can. If you do it incorrectly or don't get stuff stuck to the mat, like I have not got it stuck to the mat before, and it tries to cut it and then it shoots it off in other directions.
Yeah, I have one of those little tiny original Cricuts. I call it Jaws. I never get paper out of it, but I always get something back, it's mangled and...
It happens. It can happen. I know several of the viewers are going to say, yeah, it can totally happen if you don't get it all perfect.
There's some science there.
There's science.
So when you need a break from that, painting is a good way to go.
I can paint.
I love your new series where you're taking those beautiful menus from that gorgeous... Weren't you supposed to bring pie?
Maybe.
You forgot pie.
I forgot pie.
So this is amazing pie place by Ian. I'm going to have to come up there and eat some pie. Because I love rhubarb strawberry pie is my favorite pie in the universe.
I think they'll have that for spring.
That's when I'm going to come see you.
Oh,
blue bonnets. I'll come up on a blue bonnet run.
Ooh. Yes. Blue bonnets. Blue bonnet season. Blue bonnet season in Texas, for those who don't live here, it's amazing. It is amazing. And people pull over and take pictures in them, and I hope... Are you going to do some blue bonnet paintings this year?
I'm going to do some plein air stuff.
And
I'm going to send some pictures to Lindsay, Fruit Crafter. I'm going to send some pictures to Angela Anderson and Leanne, and probably... But just everyone I know that paints, I'm going to be like, have some blue bonnets. We should all do some. Blue bonnet flash tag!
I like the fact that you're doing a thing with your leg that viewers can't see right now, but it's like the model leg pop thing.
It's so weird up in here.
It's weird. When you come and paint with cinnamon, it's weird. But it's great!
It's fun!
It is fun.
You letting up? Letting your worry go? We have the appropriate amount of sippy. Oh, let's toast Bunny. To the Graveyard Girl, wherever you are in Houston. Ian's so funny. He thought, it's like, does she live on your end of town?
I thought she did.
First of all, she
lived nearby.
She would move.
She
likes her privacy. She wouldn't be like, let's live near the crazy painter that's also on YouTube. I hugged that girl. It was enough. It was good. I did good.
I swear, though, if she ever... I mean, I met her, but it was really quickly. I swear if she, talked to me and got to know me, we would be best friends. It would totally happen.
You would, though, actually. Ian's awesome. If you're just like, man, my best friend card is light. And the 6 million people who followed me that would also like to be my best friend, they're not doing it. Ian is your guy.
It's true. I've made a lot of friends.
If y'all end up being best friends, this will be great to tease me about later.
You will. I'm going to go back to this video and be like, remember when we did that painting together, Cinnamon, and I told you we would be best friends? Bunny, call me.
All right, do the double load on your paintbrush again with your cadmium orange.
With orange.
Right?
Load.
I'm going to show you guys again here. Now I'm going to come across a little bit. I'm going to break up this top line of my sun with this cadmium orange. So I'm going to just bring this across because I just want this whole top line to be broken. And I'm going to come out into this side a little bit. Do you see I'm taking it past my sun, Ian?
Yeah.
All right. So once I have that a little bit past my sun, then I'm going to come to that tip, that edge that I like to do, and come down into my cloud shape here.
Oh. Huh.
So I'm just breaking up that top line. And then I'm going to come inside my yellow, but I don't want to paint out all my yellow. I want to leave like a salvage edge, 1/4 of an inch, a little bit peeking through.
Zhezh?
A zhezh.
Is that a scientific term?
Oh, I don't know. You would know. You're on the tech truck.
I am. And I don't recall that.
That is the coolest project ever.
I know. I love my job.
Ian has the best job. Like, you would think his job is YouTube, but his job is not YouTube. YouTube is what he does because he loves y'all.
Mm-hmm. That's what I do on the side.
So I'm just scrumbling on the edge of my little brush here. Just scrumbling. And you see how that leaves the yellow just peeking out? That a lovely effect. I'm going to come and do this again in all 3 of my little spots.
Just putting some layers on there.
Just getting the layers. It's all about layers. Somebody actually caught the Shrek joke. Onions and layers.
Oh, yeah. It's parfait. Everybody likes layers.
Everybody has layers. Ogres have ogres don't have layers, right?
Yeah, like an onion.
Ogres
Like an
do
onion.
have layers. Let's be real here.
Not like a parfait, like an onion.
Like an onion. Not like a parfait. That is not what I'm selling here. That is an example of a guy trying to tell her he's an ogre and a girl not listening. I'm not really sure what the message of that movie is.
Awesomeness, that's the message.
All right.
The musical's great too.
So you'll notice I'm dragging this back slightly flat when I come back, and I've done the edge, and that creates the halo. Now, for the purposes of layers, I am going to scrumble just a little bit. It's not going to be that hypercritical in this space, guys, because we're going to be coming back with some very dark colors with the purple and red mixture, but I just find that in clouds, a little bit of layer, and look, I'm going, see if you can guys see this, I'm going back, 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 back. I'm just kind of breaking up this little bit here. And now I get sippy because, you know, Ian's still doing his clouds.
Now this is the term where we all stop and stare at Ian again.
Hi, Ian!
Hi.
You're actually doing really well.
Okay, good. For someone who doesn't paint.
I was going to put this painting in my 2-hoot section. And considering you've done one pumpkin with me real fast while we were all drinking over Halloween, really should be over in the 1 hoots.
You have everyone out here cheering for you. They think
Okay.
you're doing awesome.
He's
Thank you
doing really
guys.
good.
I appreciate that. I really do, because I feel like
You're going to be so proud of this painting.
I am.
You should frame it.
I should.
We're going to varnish it before you leave.
Okay. Is it okay that it like looks a little
Yeah.
funkiness right there?
Let me see your funkiness.
Like,
So here,
But this is just little thin little tendrils that have come out. But what you could do,
uh-huh.
if you wanted to strengthen it,
Uh-huh.
right? Let me see. You could. I want to have a little chalk bit that goes like that. Can you see
The
it?
orange?
Do you want me to draw it in with another chalk?
Or the, no, I think I can see that.
Okay, because I have a brown chalk.
Like the orangeness or the
yeah, you could just
yellowness?
take here. You could just here. I'm gonna
you're just breaking
know what I'm
something over
doing.
there.
It's breaking
here. You could follow that little line and make a little. There you go. I don't know what I'm breaking. Though.
You're stepping on something.
Ow! Sorry.
Ow.
Sorry. I don't know what's happening.
You're stepping on
I'm
something.
so sorry, YouTube.
Don't hit
John's
that
okay. But
connector.
YouTube, I'm so sorry.
So that audio connector that you just kicked twice. Don't
I,
hit that
it's
one.
not kicked. It's not kicked. It's
Okay.
not kicked. It's just something you plugged it into my butt. That's your fault.
Oh my.
That's what you get.
This is
See,
we have
see
little
I have.
brushes,
I
be
see.
careful.
I'm just gonna have my own commentary here.
Yep.
We're not
See.
going to go over the BUTT.
Yeah.
BUT is our top line. It's our top
So I
line.
fill in the I pout.
Yeah, you just sort of
I pounce.
pounce
kind of
it, scrumble
here.
it. Yeah, you're all
Scrumble.
good.
Pounce.
Yeah. You're just making some uneven stuff there. Just, yeah, happy, happy, happy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, faces help. Don't even kid yourself. The faces help. All right, rinse your brush out really, really
Okay.
well.
Right.
No,
Rinse,
all,
rinse, rinse,
there are a
rinse,
lot
rinse.
of members out here that are in agreement with me, Cinnamon. They all love you, but they don't want you anywhere near their cables that provide, life supporting
No.
necessary.
Audio.
No, you don't.
Necessary.
You're not even wrong there, and I'm not even offended. That's all some true stuff. You don't want me in charge of your website.
Nope, there's their banana thing. I was sneaking that.
B-A-N-A-N-A-S. It's bananas. B-A-N-A-N-A-S.
And there goes our tag. Our content ID tag.
Is it?
No.
Okay. Because they did once to Todd Graham. He just read a poem and they grabbed him.
Did they?
What?
Mhm.
Oh yeah. Well, it's because the poem was
In a
auction-
song
was
somewhere.
Why?
So I'm going to be fighting this one later.
I hope they
Did
don't
we
Come
spell
on,
bananas?
man.
be Sorry.
Costing me money. Costing me money that I'm not
Every
making.
time. Every
That
time
we're
I say
not
that.
making.
Ding.
Wait, we don't make any money to begin with.
I think I broke her. I broke TheArtSherpa.
So we all breathe.
All right, the
So what
next
what's you need?
mixture.
What do you need there?
If you have quested with me, this next mixture is super easy for you. We're going to mix cadmium red and dioxazine purple, dioxazine dominant. But you didn't quest with me, so you don't know what I mean. So, if you didn't quest with me, you should totally be questing with me. Big Art Quest, hashtag Big Art Quest. What you're going to do is you're going to take a scotch, a smidge, a little bit of of cad red, and take it over to dioxazine purple. And I would say this is 2 purples to 1 cad red. Again, you would know what I mean if you had quested. I don't know what's going on with me. I'm going to stop. John, why don't you stop me when I lose my mind?
I don't know, because I'm out here. There's like all these people out here I'm chatting with. You know, like
And plus, they all know what I'm saying because they're all questing with me.
yeah.
They are all questing, except me.
Except for Ian. Because,
I have
he
to work.
has a job.
I know, a job. Figure.
So in the upper right corner, Ian,
Upper hand corner.
we're going to be we've got our brush double loaded. We're going to be doing kind of a similar thing that we did with our orange clouds. We're going to be building a diagonal cloud. It's going to drift down. It's so fun. This part I really love, like just pouncing and dancing the little cloud.
Mine looks black. Like, it looks black.
Okay, so not enough cad red.
Oh, okay.
He did 3 dioxazine purples to 1 cad. That's about the mixture you want right
okay.
there.
All
See
right.
how it's just a warm purple now?
Yeah.
Just not too much water, but enough for you to go. There you go.
All right.
So see how important it is.
Water's
To
important.
come quest with
Color-
the Sherpa.
yes. Color. It still looks black.
No, it's a good color now.
Okay, all right.
So we had it.
You're good.
Okay.
We had a
Alright.
shout out that I had to ask how to pronounce the name, and actually got it back. It's Papuska.
Huh?
You have a fan named Papuska who's been watching for a long time and wanted to have Papuska, and I wanted a shout out. And I'd been chatting back and forth in the chat channel. I was like, well, I'd be great to give you a shout out and say hello, but I don't know how to say your name. How do you pronounce Papuska? And so they broke it out phonetically for me. It was really great.
Oh, I
So-
love, guys, I appreciate your help. When you're like, your website needs these 5 things. I'm not even upset. Don't even feel like you're stressing me out. I'm stressed that it's not working.
Mm-hmm.
But I am thrilled that I got the help.
Yep. So on that subject, for anyone who's having trouble registering on the site, we're doing a lot of work on it right now.
Yeah.
Hopefully, if you're watching this later on in a recording, everything's working just fine, and you can
Yeah.
go out to our website and register for the Big Art Quest
And
join
you're
along with us.
chatting and you're sharing and you're like, wow, this totally rocks.
And you're finding out we got our weekly little video updates that are going on out there.
Oh, you're good there. You just want a little shape up there. In the lower right-hand corner, I'm going to start a little cloud bank. I'm going to start the top of my cloud bank. I'm not going to paint it in yet. Right now, I want to start building my clouds. So I go back. I don't know if you guys can see this. Then I'll come up. Now, look, there's no cloud police like we were joking about earlier. So this is just your cloud. This is just your cloud bank. And I like it to come down real low, kind of almost off my canvas. And I'm going to come over from the left. I'm going to scrumble up. And I'm on that corner of my bright again. But you can use your beat up brush.
Peanut brush.
You can use your broken brush. It doesn't do what it used to do, but it's better than it ever was. Telling you what, sometimes things are broken and made better. It's a weird world, but it's true.
Can you make a deposit into the cloud bank?
No wonder my kids like you.
Oh, I have a joke at some point I'll have to tell.
Is it a family appropriate joke?
Yes, of course.
So I'm going to bring this up here because I got a little high. I want these cloud banks to feel a little different, so I'm going to take this cloud bank a little higher because I feel like I want them to feel different and not cloned, and that's something I'm always looking for is it different enough? And that is. And then I'm going to take this color and scrumble it inside. You know, just...
So is this more of a Google or an Apple cloud?
Oh, John.
It took me a second, but I got it.
Now, you'll notice that the paint is quite translucent over my orange. Can you guys see how translucent the paint is over my orange? This glow is actually good for us. In this particular case, and what I love about this is that the glow works.
Did you connect them at the bottom?
See there?
Okay.
La, 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 la. It actually helps to go la 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 la, because you're just dancing along the bottom of your canvas, having a happy, happy time.
Dancing with the stars.
Dancing with the Sherpa.
Dancing
I
with
would
the Sherpa.
go on that show if I were ever famous. You want to see me dancing on the stars? I'd be so dancing, wouldn't I, John?
You would just be, well, I don't know that we would call it dancing, but you'd be out there with them.
I've been told I have a good dancing frame.
Well, you probably do have a good dancing frame.
Cinnamon's actually a really good dancer. I'm just giving her a hard time.
Just because John doesn't like to dance. Though we did try to do,
I
what
don't
was it we were
mind.
trying
I'm just
to
not
do?
good at it. We've done a lot of dancing.
Yeah.
We took dancing in college together,
Yes, we did.
and then we did some swing dancing before we had kids.
Oh, that's
Before we had kids, we did swing dancing. What we learned is when you dance with someone who is 6'4" and they take their full swing step, good Lord,
Big step.
he can go far. I was really hustling just to keep up. So what I'm trying to do is I'm just sort of scrumbling this in. And this is sort of fun and relaxing because this is about, sort of randomness. It's okay that the paint is slightly thin. It's okay that the orange is sort of showing through. Right? You want that. You're not that worried about that because again, it's layers. This is our last thought on sunsets for a little while, and then we're going to be getting into some spring colors. All the spring things are coming.
I hate we're going to spring forward soon.
Oh, I know. So hard.
So there's a
Did
bunch
someone
of
take my sippy? Oh, no.
yes, secretly.
Hey, Ian. I want you to pass me the pitcher.
Since you've been on
My
camera, I'm
sippy
not
feels
sure.
a little light.
I'm not sure
Mine's
how
very
the
Does yours need some too?
Yeah.
the sippy gremlin.
Is it time to refresh our, I can't.
Oh,
from the
sorry,
side.
my bad.
Sippy, sippy.
It comes in a pitcher.
Does
It's
come
not.
with a picture.
It's not a sip and drink when it comes in a pitcher.
I think we actually did that math really well. Look
We
at
did.
that. Oh my goodness. We doubled the recipe
And
ourselves.
it worked.
It was like 2 ounces of this and 4 ounces
ounces
of
of
this.
that.
And we're like, well, there's 2 of us. We need double of everything. That seems so fun.
And then we added the banana.
And we added banana liqueur.
We added
so
banana.
we made a traditional sunset.
Mm-hmm.
And then we added some banana liqueur, which I have to say was the finishing touch that made this work.
Especially with that lower third that you have today.
Yes.
Kind of perfect.
Kind of perfect. See my lower third again.
Yes. Everyone's stopping for sippy sippy. Oh, you want your lower third? All right, hold on. Here it is. There you go.
Banana.
B-A-N-A-N-A-S.
And that cost us another 25. Whatever.
I'm actually reading chat, and then you're like, my lower third. There's something in my brain that says I should push a button when you say that. Oh, that button that says lower third. Right, I know that one.
I know that button. I know it. I know it well. So I'm going to take my red over again to my Dioxazine Purple. Same mix. All right, Dioxazine Dominant for those of you in the quest. And those of you not in the quest, aren't you curious to know what Dioxazine Dominant is all about? That's quest 2.
I assume that means there's more dogs.
Yeah.
Dogs mean.
We made color charts.
I saw that. I've seen Facebook blow up with color charts.
It's so fun, isn't it?
It is.
So I'm doing the same thing I did with the yellow. I want my orange to kind of show through, right? I want a little salvage edge, a little scotch smidge, small amount, a little peekaboo of orange, of orange.
I may need some more purple
of
soon.
orange. I have more purple for you, and I'm so happy to. Love is sharing your paint.
It is. And I am very thankful that she shares her paints with me.
Yeah, because this is y'all know what this is. This is golden. I share the good stuff with my friends. Well, you really need some purple.
I do.
There you go.
Thank you. Is that my phone?
I don't know. You're supposed to turn your phone off.
Well, my phone is off. It's oh no, my phone's out by my bag. I forgot.
Yeah, so it's probably my phone, which I forgot to turn off.
But I took care of that.
And I am...
What are you doing? What are you doing out there,
I'm
Sherpa?
pouncing. I'm with my little purple mixture. I'm coming inside this, and I'm just making a little. This is a little bit of shadow here and there. I get real light.
Oh.
Here's the trick. I'm real light here. I don't want a lot of it here, and get more prominent as I come back. So I'm just sprinkling a little bit of this dark color here, but I don't want it too strong. Coming back here.
Is that like you sprinkle glitter?
It's like not like I sprinkle glitter.
There's no sprinkling glitter. She's a glitter cannon.
Glitter cannon. Now I'm gonna break my little orange here a little bit and come down with this little shape here. And now I'm going to fill in this back end with this beautiful, wonderful Dioxazine dominant color. And I do it in that scrumbly way we like to do. Scrumble, scrumble, which is like painter's way of trying to make, I'm painting messy, and that is cool. I'm painting messy, but I like it anyway.
See, I'm telling you, Sherpa musical right there.
Yes, let's turn I'm painting messy into a song. I'm painting messy, but it is cool. I'm painting messy, don't go to art school.
Now I'm gonna throw out a suggestion here for some of our members of the community out there.
To mute me when I'm singing?
No. So our chat is goes along pretty quick here, and a lot of times they're saying that they're coming in and they're looking to ask some questions or have some stuff, but they're having a little hard time because the chat goes pretty quick in here.
Oh, how do we fix that?
Well, what you do is you leave a comment in the actual channel description. If you have a question about like what with your paint or one of the questions, if you leave it down there in the comments below, it's real easy for us to get to it down there as well. Yeah,
and we try to do like after shows sometimes or Q&As later. So if we miss important stuff, then and sometimes you'll see me answer questions that we heard during a broadcast,
right? That
either we missed them or did. And if you guys see, it's like there'll be something where people are like, "What's the definition of art? What's the definition of art?" And we'll see it later. Thank you for letting me know when we miss a question.
Yeah,
it's important stuff, because if we're not answering questions, we're not really helping.
Yeah, there's a lot of questions that get tackled in here by our light keepers and the Sherpettes and our community members. So they try to do it, and they do a great job of catching a lot of those.
They do. Thank you.
But if
you guys are learning a lot. You're like answering questions left and right.
Yeah, and if you have any. Yeah. And if you have any questions that we miss, please leave them in the comment section below, and one of us will get to it. We'll help you out for sure.
Sometimes I answer questions when I'm in the chat.
Yeah, you do.
I do.
John does too. He's like, I'm learning a lot about painting.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna load up my brush with my little mixture. Ian's scrumbling in.
I am.
He's scrumbling.
I've gotten paint on your big paintbrush over here, by the way.
On the what?
On the big paintbrush.
Okay, well, let's take it off with some rubbing alcohol. Rubbing alcohol takes off paint.
Oh, I didn't know that.
A little tip. So I'm going to, along where I had some orange zigzags, I'm going to add just over here on the left-hand side of my sun, just a little dusting. And when dusting, it's a very dry brush. Don't have a lot of water on the brush. The paint is skipping over the top surface tooth of the canvas. And maybe I'll even add just over here, just a little bit to the right. Not a lot. So see, here's where we're at. Which way do I need to hold, John?
No, you're good right there.
What?
My chair's making noises.
Your chair is making noises. So isn't this just a gorgeous sunset?
It is.
Love this photograph. You guys can print out this photograph if you want to look at the reference.
Ian's super fan is in channel out here.
We do.
Oh, she's going on just about how she just loves Ian.
Who is it?
Oh, it's a secret admirer. I don't know if I should tell you.
Oh.
I think you have to. I think I need to know.
Audie.
Oh, Audie loves Ian.
She
Audie
does.
G loves Miss. There, yeah. There's a whole thing happening there.
Yeah, there's big love happening in channel here.
Don't worry, Victor. Audie still loves you.
Thank you.
So before you go, how far are you from putting in the little bird silhouette there?
Not Not too long.
Yeah.
We've just got some red
I missed something.
and a
missing
little
something.
top layer of grayed out orange. I did a little
Oh,
dry brush, little la-di-da-di-da,
Gotcha.
scrumbling along.
Okay.
So dry brush. So
Okay.
dry your brush out on your
This-
towel.
Yeah. Get rid of this paint. And dry this
Mhm.
brush off. Oops, I grabbed white. How did I grab
By the way,
white?
you've been doing really good paint management for second-time painter.
You wanna
Try.
show-
I would like to show off Ian's palette if I can for a
Yeah,
second,
you
because
can
you
show
guys
it off.
can't see it. So this is really good paint management right here. Ian has been working away from the center of his paint. It only even started to get away from him on the purple, which is not unreasonable because sometimes the purple just does that to you,
Mm-hmm.
right? And look at how well he's managed his orange.
Wow.
I feel empowered.
You should. You did a really good job. You are always, no matter what you're upset about that you're doing in your painting, no matter what you're like, oh, I did this so bad. There's 5 things you did really, really well. Get better at recognizing the 5 things you did really, really well. The stuff that you're struggling with, it will resolve in time. It is always resolved by just more painting. Like if you're just like really weak in an area, what fixes that? More painting. More you paint, more it resolves.
I don't think I had a wet or dry enough brush. That's what happened.
No, it's still pretty good.
Okay.
I can show you how to fix
Where'd
that.
you go? You just disappear on me.
Do you mind if I paint on your
You can go
canvas?
completely off camera.
Please paint on my canvas.
So I'm going to take Ian's canvas and I'm going to show you how you might fix it. Like say you did something and you're like, oh, I'm not sure that I love how I did that.
I didn't do a very good job on that.
No, it's just you're just new. Like I'm not a really good acrobat. Doesn't mean I can't do a somersault. It just means I'm just new. So I'm going to mix up my color again. I'm going to be a little purple dominant. Got my little brush. And so what happened here is these were a little connected and they got a little repetitive. And so it became a pattern. And the pattern became more recognizable than the clouds. So what I want to do is I want to break up what's happened here a little bit. So that I can't see that as easily. Maybe I'll even... Just a touch. It's not like the instinct didn't work. And these lines got a little diagonal. They went a little bit down. That's a thing that happens to every single person who's new back to painting. So what all I'm doing is horizontaling them out. And just following the idea that he had. So it's not changed a whole lot. I just thought it out a little more.
Huh.
See?
Nice. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just a little. Is that okay?
Yeah, no, that's great. I mean,
If you have a painting party place, please ask before painting on people's paintings. Always, always, always. Because there's their personal space. And it's often okay, but it might not be okay. And you want to find out before you put paint on their canvas.
Yeah.
very, very
This is a painting party tip that I have. Because a lot of times you have people, they'll ask you to help them.
They might think you're bananas for painting.
They
on
might be, and yes, but it's always like, always just be like this. Be like, is it okay if I paint on your canvas? Is it okay if I do this? Get verification that's all right. And show them a little bit, but don't paint their whole page.
We should make a video on how to do that.
Oh, we really need to make a video on that.
We'll do that
How to
later.
successfully have a painting party place.
Well, I mean, there's lots of them that are successful. There's lots of them that just, people
Sure,
don't
but
know.
there's a lot that are not. And these tips would make a big difference in the experience that they and their customers had and make it more fun. You know? Just more fun.
I don't know how
I guess,
it
and
is.
also more profitable. Because if it's more fun, it's more profitable.
Oh, I just hit my microphone. Sorry, guys.
Did you?
Yeah.
Can we still hear
I hit
you?
it with my brush. Smacked it, so I'm sure you two heard
Like
that.
you do.
Boom. Sorry.
Well, the next... Wait.
Where did my thing go?
Woo!
Magically
All right.
disappears.
I put out a little more red. Now I'm going to make a cad red dominant mixture.
So the red is the more dominant one.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would say at least 2 reds to 1 Dioxazine Purple.
My brush has a lot of purple in it.
So rinse it out and dry it off.
I did.
Oh, I just read something that was totally awesome.
And I'm going to come here and I'm going to scrumble inside my cloud a little bit.
What did you just read, John?
So Tammy gave her 84-year-old mother a painting of Dreamcatcher on her birthday, and she cried.
Oh.
That's awesome.
That
Tammy.
is so awesome.
You should put a picture up on Facebook of your mom with the painting. I would love to see that.
I would love to see that too. If that's okay. If
that's
she's
okay,
comfortable
yes,
with
yeah.
that.
Because I want to see your painting and your mom who got the painting. I think that's pretty awesome.
So I'm just tinting the red a little bit, but just with so little. What? Am I off? What?
No, I just sneak a camera on Ian as he's watching it. He's like, he realizes he's on camera and he's like, oh my gosh.
It's because I'm sitting here watching. What y'all can't see is I have a monitor. We have a monitor in here, right up there, that I can see what she's doing.
He's
'cause
watching
I'm
like you're
along
watching.
with y'all. And then suddenly John will sneak this camera angle in where I'm like,
Just I don't know. Y'all know. Just finish the painting.
just finish it. Just you're good. You're good.
I want to go to Jamaica and paint beaches. Who wants me to go? I want to go tomorrow. Let's go.
Okay, what am I doing?
Rewind. Rewind.
This is DVR. Do you have fast forward and rewind?
All right, do you have your
Right
mixture?
up
Let's
here.
see your mixture. Because there's been some. Okay, so what you didn't do is this one is you mix together.
Oh, okay. I mixed this one together. Oh,
Yeah,
my bad.
this one you mix together. Well, no, that's my bad. That's not your bad.
Oh,
That's my bad.
because I thought you were okay. Mixture. Got it.
And I might switch you to this brush.
Oh, okay.
Because he's a little bit. See how he kind of.
Oh.
Right? Because the other one is maybe a little too soft. So what's happening to Ian? Just trying to get him a nice load. Is Ian's brush, even though it's a Simply Simmons, is too soft.
He's too strong for the brush.
He's too strong for the brush. So you need he's going to switch to a scrumbly and see if that helps. So I am here. And what I am is just working the inside a teeny tiny little bit. I might skip down just a small amount into these little tendrils. And I've got this little red going here. Is the scrumble easier on that one?
Yeah,
Okay.
I think so.
What that is, a lot of times what it is like, that's one brush line. The bristles are not the same from brush to brush. You have to feel them. We're going to talk about this a lot on brush day. We're going to talk about what you actually need to know about acrylic brushes, because there's a whole bunch of stuff out there you don't actually need to know. But there's some stuff you do need to actually know about acrylic brushes, because these things can be hard to buy. Oil brushes aren't easier, by the way, and watercolor brushes are not easier. It's just, this is brushes.
How's that? How's that coming on?
So try to break up the shape a little bit.
Okay.
I lost my Sherpa. Pushing button. Where'd the Sherpa go? there's a space just between her camera and your camera.
Where I
She
don't
ca-
exist
where she-
anymore.
Yeah, she just disappears.
We're almost to the bird. We have just a couple highlights to do in these clouds, and then we're doing the bird. We're wrapping this painting up really quick. I'm going to do just a little bit, just a small amount in this upper right corner. Just a small. Just because I want to give it a couple tones. Just a little bit of thought.
So all of the
Okay, you're good
ladies
there.
are swooning out
Have
here
a
for
little
you.
highlight there.
So, Ian, are you six? You're 6'2", yeah?
Yeah.
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 He's 6'2".
I'm
They thought he was
He's adorable.
so
And he does
tall.
smoldery pictures. If I had sent them to John, you would see them right now, but I didn't because I was like, I don't know.
I
that
would
you-
not send those pictures to John. John, there's some things that I share with my close friends, and there are other things that will not be going onto Facebook or YouTube.
I'm not saying they're boudoir pictures,
They're not boudoir pictures.
but they're definitely in the neighborhood.
I don't know about that.
I wouldn't give them to my mom. I might give them to my significant other if I was wanting a date night. And they would
anyway.
definitely sell a sexy shirt. I'm just saying. I guess I did show them to Maricha and
She
a
did-
bunch of other
she
people.
did. She did show them to Maricha.
And they were like, that bad. It was that bad.
It was that.
It's not
It was-
bad.
So-
It's just
No, it's good.
It's-
It's really good. It's just you don't see that in Ian. You don't look at Ian and go, you know, Ian can really turn it out. It's not what you think.
So what are you putting there?
More cad red because I'm low.
You're low on Cad Red. So
I'm low on
there's
cad red.
lots of commentary on the silhouette and what the silhouette should be.
Uh-huh.
But it shouldn't. It's definitely they don't want a bird.
They don't want the bird?
They don't want a bird.
I kind of planned a bird, guys.
They're thinking, a little tiny dragon. There's been a lot. I mean, like, there's been a nonstop stream that I tell you that they would like a dragon instead of a bird. And I said, all in due time, we have to warm the Sherpa up.
Like, can it be a reasonable sized dragon?
Just a little, about the same size as the
bird,
but it's a little dragon.
All right, I'll do a little dragon because this
okay.
is your show. Of course, I'm going to get a bunch of thumbs down from people later who are like, I came to paint a bird.
We can show both. You can show the little birds being eaten by the dragon.
Really? Okay. I mean,
Well,
it's their class. I'll do anything they want.
Could you paint in a bird, and then because there's definitely some people now voting for bird and cat.
Are y'all pranking me?
How is a cat up in the sky?
I mean, at this point, there's been a lot of sippy. You might get all three: bird, cat, dragon. Might end up being the end of the show. Are you ready for this?
Oh my god!
Haven't you seen the Nanya cat that flies with the rainbows?
Oh, you mean the giant
Nanya
flying
cat.
rainbow tiger?
The cat.
Pop-Tart cat.
Yeah, the Pop-Tart cat.
Yeah, I know what
Okay,
you're
I
talking
don't
about,
have the
Dawn.
paint out for that. But I can do you. I mean, do you want a bird and a cat and a dragon? Is that what you're saying? Because I've had a lot of sippy, so I can paint a bird, and a cat, and a dragon.
I think that if we had a bird, you should have had a bird, and then you could, like, I don't know if it's possible to turn that bird into a dragon. I think that you'd make everybody just like over the moon.
I mean, I'm really good, so yeah, it's all possible.
All right, she threw down. We have it, a bird and a dragon.
And a dragon.
I can do that. I don't. Why you want? See, this Bob didn't have to put up with this. Happy Tree Note is like, hey Bob, that cabin needs a zombie.
They just.
I'm just saying. I feel like he's with me right now, going.
I incarnated before social media.
Okay. Well, before we infest the sky with dragons, we're gonna. All right, clouds. I'm gonna paint a cloud.
Okay.
Happy.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get back on the corner of my brush. I've got my red dominant mixture, and it's really red dominant. It's only tinted with the Dioxazine Purple down here. And I'm making sure that I leave my purple on my edge because I want this deeper color. All right, I want this deeper color.
I don't even know what I'm laughing at anymore.
It's already funny enough for the week. I'm going to be sitting in my chair doing social media just going, dragon, cat, those guys.
Is that like Bat Cat?
Bad cat.
Bat Cat.
I feel like I gave you that dragon cat already. I did Bat Cat, right? I was telling that Jane fought over Pandemonium. She's like, well, I painted my Aurora Borealis. I'm like, oh, you think you're done. You're not done. They're going to tell you when you're done.
Jane's just happy it's not a flying pear. We lost a Sherpa down there.
Instead of when pigs fly, it's when pears fly.
I know already. Jeez. You know, this is a really serious painting show.
Oh my gosh.
I'm a serious fine artist. I'm going to an art show this week. Can't. Okay, all
Can't
right.
even.
I'm just going to continue to paint happy little clouds. Bob, I'm going to invoke the Bob and say, Bob, I need you right now.
You need some of that chill, down tempo Bob.
Okay. I'm going to take this red and purple mixture that I have on my brush that you see right here, and I'm going to come over to my orange. I'm going to come over to my orange with it, and then I'm going to also show Ian how to come over to his orange with it. Are you ready?
Yeah, I think so.
All right. So, okay, yep. There you go. That's the mix.
Okay.
All right, but we're only going to do this side.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
Is
so
that
I've
the way
got
that
this.
The light falls?
Yeah, we're just going to come here on this side with this grayed out orange. It's not as bright as the other orange that we have on the canvas. And I'm just going to scramble along. I want to leave open spaces, right? Because this is a cloud. It has dimensions. It has shape. I just can't take it seriously now.
Well, you know, if you,
Flying pears.
Flying pears. It's just the end of me.
I mean, when you shut down a photo
That ended up
website-
becoming the #1 photo on Paint My Photo.
I know. When you shut down a website because of the art challenge,
which was
Dang.
awesome.
Which was just, yeah, they were not unhappy. All
There's-
right, so you see how I added a little orange over here. And I might come in the lower right and add a little kiss of orange.
Yep.
Just a little bit, just down here. And then I'm good. Now,
every time I look at your screen is when John switches it over.
I'm going to have a sip
I
because I need
cheated.
to bird into a dragon.
Or pears.
Or pears. Good Lord.
They're also open to a TARDIS with David Tennant hanging out of it.
Yep. I'm right there with you guys. I'm right there with
Do
you.
you
on that
notice any blue paint?
one. How did how did you
I gave
smooth
you,
out the
I'm going to give you some fresh black.
Okay, how did you smooth out the edge? Just kind of
Yeah, just
Make
let
it
it,
disappear?
yeah. Lighter pressure. If you lighten your pressure, the paint gets thinner.
Ah,
All right, now that little buddy goes in water, and you're going to get your detail brush out.
uh,
Now, my recommendation, do you have your phone anywhere near you?
no,
Because if you have your phone, you can pull up a bird silhouette, and it makes it much easier to do.
it's in the other room. I took my phone specifically out of the room so that way it wouldn't go off.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to paint the bird in.
Okay.
And then I'm going to hand you the painting with the bird silhouette so you
Okay.
can be looking at that. And then I'm going to turn that bird silhouette into a dragon, apparently. You don't do that.
Yeah,
don't.
I can. Maybe.
Oh, you know what I forgot to
What'd
get?
you forget?
Would you?
Detail brush.
Oh.
But that's fine. I
It's
got
this
one.
little one, right?
Yeah, I got this one right here. So I'm going to be doing this with the detail brush. I recommend that you pull the silhouette up of what you want to paint. Right? Now, to make the sun seem big and the clouds seem like what they are, you can't do the bird particularly big because then it won't look like a bird, which we're going to be turning into a dragon.
Yay! Says everyone.
So I'm going to come down and make a little swooping line for his belly. And I'm going to, it's like a little half dip there. You see that shape?
Yeah.
Okay, little half dip. And that lets me know where my bird lives. Now, I'm going to come and make a little round area. That's going to be his little head, little beak coming off. His wing comes up and out here.
John, you crack me up.
And then I'm just flicking this off. Now, the reason I'm having an easy time getting this paint out is I went and got a bottle of fluid paint. This is what fluid paint is just really spectacular about. So I got this little wing here, maybe a little tail coming off there. And then this little wing comes up here, flicks out that way. Okay, flicks out that way. And then I got to figure out how to turn this little sucker into a dragon. So,
On
I-
the fly.
because I talk smack. So there's a bird.
There's the bird. Do you want to hold that up to the screen, up to the camera there? Yeah.
There's our bird.
It's, you know, it's a
All right, so everything I got to do after this is imagination. Enjoy the bird, Ian. I'm going to figure out this dragon. So one thing I'm going to do is I'm going to elongate this neck.
Here's a question for you.
Okay.
How wet do you keep your detail brush? for
You
this?
don't have to add any water to this at all because we're using fluid paint.
Okay. So do I want it like full of paint or just a little bit?
Just what you want to do.
Is that a good amount? Okay.
There you go. Just a nice tip load. What I gave Ian was called a tip load. If you look at it, I don't know if you can see it. It's loaded just on the tip. It allows you to use the brush like a...
Now, when you were
Give
painting...
me a second, I'm painting a dragon.
Yeah, but you're using, like, when you put the purple over the red, why did you put why are you putting those purples, or why didn't you just paint it in purple first and then paint the line around it?
But we did paint it in purple first.
Well, I mean, some of the people in the channel were asking why are you putting them in layers instead of just painting down the orange and then painting the surrounding around it?
Because the paint is slightly translucent and it creates dimensionality. It is what makes a painting look more finished to an eye and less graphic.
Gotcha. So by letting the layers of paint show through, it provides more depth.
Gives you depth.
Gotcha.
All right, give me a minute, man. I'm painting a dragon. So
You're painting a dragon.
I'm going to give him some teeth because, John.
It's a village eating dragon.
He's closer to it. The wings are going to be the hardest thing to work back
They
out.
look pretty good. They're looking pretty good right there. Because your brain just sort of fills it in.
Yeah, your brain is going to have a whole little moment here, right?
Because there's a giant lizard flying.
Yeah.
What is it? It's a dragon. We know that. Let's see what Ian's doing real quick. Hey, he's got a cool
Yeah,
little
because I'm
bird.
painting a dragon that I didn't know I was painting.
Hey, you volunteered.
I did. Well, no, I got pressured. Come on. I volunteered to paint a bird.
Hey, I drew a bird. What? What the what? Hey, it kind of worked out. Sort
Yeah.
of.
It's
Yeah.
just, it does. Silhouettes kind of work out, man.
There you go. There you are.
It's kind of a bird.
Yeah.
A bird.
He's got his little bird.
A bird. Tweet, tweet, tweet.
For those of you that just came for the bird, I apologize.
Oh no, everyone is very happy that you've done bird and then dragon. We had a couple people who really needed to understand how to get birds in because they weren't ready for the dragon on their wall. But there's a fair amount of people who definitely want a dragon.
All right.
on the
Well,
wall.
as long as the bird people felt like they got their bird.
Yeah, you can always just stop at bird.
I'm stopping at bird. I'm not going any further than the bird.
Yeah, but if you want to have bird being chased by dragon, you can do that. You could have a flock of birds or a flock of dragons. Yeah.
Or TARDIS.
Or TARDIS. You could throw a TARDIS in there behind it.
Not throwing a TARDIS.
The TARDIS.
It's a
over there
silhouette.
is
How hard could it be? Look at her
Sherpa's
go.
TARDIS might disappear. I'm just saying.
She's just gone and made a big dragon.
I almost drank my. I almost wanted to grab for my.
Oh, don't drink your paint water. We use cadmium paint. That'll give you cancer.
I almost wanted to grab for it.
Yeah, I should probably be carrying like extra insurance because I have people here while we're using cadmium paint.
I dig that dragon. Just I like that too. Oh, you're really adding the wings.
Wow.
I was just thinking that we were going to get a little thin silhouette of a wing, but you add some.
She winged it.
Well, they're big
out.
animals. They need wingspan.
Well, I was figuring we were just catching a profile of it, but you really added.
No, you said paint a dragon and paint a dragon.
You're getting some dragon.
No, you said paint a dragon and paint a dragon. Just
That's awesome.
because,
John, you crack me up. Every time I go to look at the camera or at the screen, he switches it over to me, and I'm like,
Well, you're watching. We're all watching.
I
We're just
am,
watching.
I am
Watching.
watching.
That's what we're doing.
it's interesting.
We're all here.
It's bananas.
BANANAS.
And everybody thinks your bird turned out great, Ian. They
Thank you.
You want to hold it up to the camera so we can see your bird a little better?
Yeah, sure.
They like
My
your
little
bird.
I think it came out.
It
pretty
turns
good
out
for
really
me.
good. It's a really good
Yeah.
bird.
I'm proud of it.
Yeah.
I'm definitely proud of it.
And Cinnamon's got a. The bird was eaten by the dragon.
Bird is in his belly.
We even got some tail action. Big dragon tail.
That's awesome.
You're gonna have to hold that up to the camera here in a minute.
Getting there. We're getting there.
That's awesome. That is so awesome.
Just a little dragon, just to say hello. Because dragons.
Because dragon.
Because glitter, because dragons.
Bingo.
Yep. See, what we don't know is that dragon is actually a sort of pear color. But because of the silhouette, we can't see it.
You stop or I'll do pear.
Flying pear.
I think that's pretty cool.
Nice. Very nice.
We has dragon.
It had a bird, but now it has dragons.
That's awesome.
Because you guys said so.
Dragon
it
needs
is-
to be in the bingo as well. Kim, I think it's Kim, right?
Yeah,
Kimberly? Kim?
Yeah.
I think it was
We need to work on
Lisa.
that.
Lisa was really cheering for this one too.
Oh, was she?
Yeah.
All right. Well, very cool. But what does Mona think?
Mona loves it. She's laughing. She thinks I think it's awesome. Everyone's thanking you for taking the time to show the extra little bits there.
Oh, she's putting in a bird.
What are you doing? Are those the birds being chased?
Yep.
Oh, they're flying away. You have to fly. Run away!
That's adorable.
Just like,
Get away from the dragon!
Those are flying monkeys. We just
well, now I'm making a whole nother picture just to celebrate. Hey, Ian.
We did it.
We did it. We painted a painting. Yeah, we did it. We did it. We painted a painting. Did you do it? Did you do it? Did you paint you a painting? I did it.
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 Woo!
all right.
That was awesome. I don't know how we coordinated that so well in our minds, but it just happened that way. Literally, just.
I was gonna be like, oh, no rehearsal, but then I think they've gleaned
Yeah,
that.
we know that was not rehearsed. I'm sure of it.
John's been here the whole time, so he knows.
Yeah.
We were like, how you doing? How you doing? We better get some stuff. Let's get our aprons on. We better go buy some liquor.
Meanwhile, no one's paid attention to the studio. They walk in there all right, so where's our mics? Where's the cameras?
Where's everything?
Where do we go?
Everybody give John a big applause because it doesn't happen without him.
Oh, no, I just think it's funny because you guys just...
This was not the painting I planned to do today.
I think it's awesome.
It is.
I need
love
to
this.
change something on here.
What do you got to
Uh-oh,
change?
what are you gonna change?
Yeah, it's bugging me.
What are you bugging?
Uh-oh.
Well, because I had a different shape in there. So I'm going to come here. His leg isn't reading
No.
as much as it could, and then it's going to bug me for the next week. So I'm going to just lighten it up around this space.
Ah,
Can you see it better?
yeah.
Yeah, it's weird, isn't it?
Yeah.
You see something, you're like, that isn't popping the way I want? Just change it.
Ah,
Oh, there it is.
There you go.
The shadow behind in the shadow cloud where I placed him, which was fine for the bird, it was not fine for him, so I had to lighten up his space.
You want to pick that up and show up at the camera real close?
So all I did was just paint in my cat orange
Oh,
into
yeah.
that streak of cat orange sky, just to make it make more sense.
That's great. I love it.
This is a very serious painting show. Sir is leading to learn to paint.
Totally serious.
Hey, Mom.
Totally.
How do you like how that art education's working out? I can turn a bird into a dragon.
She
Yes, you
can.
can.
She did it right in front of me. She did.
I did.
She did.
But you have a really nice bird. Let me show off your painting.
Okay.
You guys see Ian's painting?
Yeah, it's pretty.
Isn't that gorgeous? This is Ian's second painting ever in life. Ever in life. Pumpkin before this.
Mm-hmm.
Todd at home is like, whoa, Ian. So good.
We need to get Todd come back, the three of you.
I do. I
So
want to
much
get
fun.
Todd and some of you guys to come.
Mm.
Yeah, we're going to have to do a Sherpa paint-in.
We are. I know we
would
keep
be awesome.
saying it, but then, it's like we say, we're going to have a website.
Well, I tell you what, as soon as we get the website finished, on the calendar, I'll put together a local Sherpa paint-in, and we'll put it enough time so that we can try to...
Yeah, like you could fly in on a reasonable amount, like on Spirit or something.
Yeah, we'll see if we can do something where we can get a bunch of people and have a big painting.
I'll make Ian come down.
Works for me. I would be happy to come down anytime because it's only down the highway. Like she's not far from me at all.
We'll get Willie Nelson. We don't know him. We'll get Graveyard Girl. We don't know her.
Oh, that would be so awesome.
You would
if she
just
would show up.
Why would she show up?
She would though.
No, she's the nicest. Look, she is the nicest person in the world. She could not be more patient, more kind, more funny, more genuinely who
But
she appears to be on
remembered
her
that she
show.
sent her a DVD.
Prettier in person.
Yeah.
She sent a
Oh, I
DVD.
found out the backstory to that.
What? Is there more that I didn't know?
There is more that we all did not know. So apparently, Maricha in secret had been writing her like non-stop, and they were like, "Oh, she sent you that DVD."
Oh my god!
I had no idea because they were trying to get her to come on the show.
Oh yeah.
So they were like, "Oh, let's," because they know I just adore her, and everyone knows that if you watch Graveyard Girl, she would like to be able to paint. And so they were like, it's perfect, right? I'm in town. I can totally show her how to paint. It's YouTube to YouTube. I would just die. They would just die. I could do a custom really cool painting. You know, mother of gators.
That would be awesome.
It would be so good. I would so go to near
Gators with
storyboard
wings.
a la Graveyard Girl. So there's this whole thing. I had told this joke to the girls, like, oh, I'm going to do Mother of Gators. And then they just started writing her. Mostly Secret Soto. Really good YouTube channel. Anyways, they wrote her. So I think the reason she knew who I was.
She had been cyber stalked by your fans and friends and loved ones.
Keep it up, because I think we're wearing her down. She hugged me and she knew what I was. Just go to her channel and be like, paint with the Sherpa. Paint with the Sherpa. Yeah.
All the comments of her videos will be paint with the Sherpa.
I'm sure she'll love that too.
Yeah, she will. She's good natured.
She's great. She's really nice.
Yeah.
She's
Really nice. And prettier in person as if that's possible.
So I don't know how it's possible.
But it was.
It was.
It was.
possible.
And so real and so like, yeah, YouTube doesn't know what it's talking about. Yeah, I just did it my way. She was like so Sinatra up there. Like, I just make the stuff that makes me happy, and I'm just lucky enough to have people that watch with me.
It's true.
And I'm like inspired because, you know, the pressure to be like, can you make that shorter? Can you shorten your intro? Can you shorten? Can you lessen? Can you shrink it? Does it need to be 2 hours? Yes. Yes, it does. You can't show painting in 15 minutes. I can show me a painting in 15 minutes. Please keep your time lapses up. I appreciate the techniques. Super useful for me.
My joke. I forgot.
Your joke.
My joke.
Let's go out on Ian's joke.
All right, ready, everyone? All right. Why does a milking stool only have 3 legs? Oh, no. Cinnamon already knows this joke.
Okay,
Because the cow has the udder.
My son thinks Ian is the funniest man he's ever met.
It's true.
that is true.
All right. On that note, I want to. We may be bumping Quest this week because of John's travel schedule, but I want to see. But I will be there Thursday, and I will be there Saturday with
And
something,
brunch.
and I want to see
Brunch.
you guys.
Brunch tomorrow.
Brunch tomorrow at 11 on West Great Barnaby's. It's in the description.
Yeah,
The
it's in the
information is. That's where I'm going. Whatever's in the description, I'm driving to, and then I'm going to the Contemporary Craft. But you can see me on Periscope too if you couldn't get a plane ticket, which is, I didn't know anybody would have gotten a plane ticket.
I think that's crazy that people were like, "Oh, I'll get a plane ticket." I'm like, "What?
Sure.
Okay."
I'll meet you for lunch.
So you guys, you're gonna Periscope a little bit after this,
Yeah.
I guess.
Yep.
Okay. So there'll be more Periscope. There's gonna be more shenanigans. You know,
Are we Periscoping after?
you are now.
I don't know. Are we?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll see you on Periscope.
We love you guys.
See you at these really soon. Bye-bye.